Hey folks, welcome back to techgooch. Now, I'm back with another video review, and this may look similar to a product I did over a year ago, I think now. And this is the Peak Design backpack. Now, this is the 20-liter version. I actually did a review of the 30-liter version a while back. This is the new black design, so it's all black, no accents in various colors and stuff. However, this I got in to show you guys so that I can demonstrate what is really fully purposed, or at least some of its capability is. So in here I have a lot of stuff, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. We're going to go into the full features of the bag after I go through and actually show you what I have in it, because I filled it up. I didn't fill it up to its rim, to be honest. It can actually house more stuff if I really wanted it to, but I put a lot of stuff in here. So not what I normally carry, but if you were going on a little excursion, you might have things like 2 bottles of fluid, coffee, water, whatever. So I wanted to show you that first. I'm going to take everything out of it, and then I'm going to actually show you some of the awesome features of this bag and why, in my opinion, it's one of the best photography bags on the market, let alone one of the best drone bags on the market. I've got both in here. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this. I'm actually shooting on my iPhone 10, so if it looks a little bit different than usual, my A6500 is in the bag. So that said, right out of the bat, we have 2 insulated coffee mugs or coffee thermoses, tumblers, one with some fluid in it, but that said, that's all housed on the outside here. If I actually open up, so if I open the top, I can have access to the main compartment, take things out like, well, I have my my microphone in right, stick that right there. But most of the time when you're actually accessing these bags, you're going to actually have it on your back, and you want to be able to pull things out from the side. This bag can access from, well, the top, like I showed you, but also from either side. So it is a bag that has a lot of capability to it, which is why it's by far my best pack that I own, that I have. So I'm gonna, since I can do this while sitting down, I'm gonna do it out the side. So like I said, I have my camera. That's my A6500. The microphone, the actual cord is underneath the camera. That's why it's a little hard to pull it out. Up there, I actually have some stuff up above here, and that's stuff that you access from the top, which there's a little cubby here. So I have some cables, a lightning cable I always carry with me. This is also another small lightning cable that I can use with my drone. A couple extra drone cables in case somebody I have with me that wants to fly with their Android device. I have that. Lens pen. This is a micro SD or SD card reader for iPhone or iPad, so I always keep that with me so I can actually take a peek at my photos without wirelessly sending them from my camera and that funky thing. So that's what I have up there. In the back, I'm going to do this real quick as well. I have my iPad Pro 10.5 inch. I also have a drone landing pad. I'm going to stick that behind me because that takes up more room. Lens filters for the drone, as well as actually the drone instruction manuals. This end, I'm only keeping with me while I get used to it. Actually, I've never even opened these because I actually just kind of tend to figure things out for myself. In this rest of the main compartment here, I have the drone controller with my custom-made joystick support, or joystick security, techgooch right on it. Thanks to my brother Jason for doing that for me. I appreciate it. This is a tablet holder for the drone controller as well. The DJI Mavic Pro Platinum, which is obviously going to work with the Mavic Pro, the Mavic Pro Platinum, the Mavic Air. Spark would be a little funkier. You could put the Spark in here as well, but this is actually very customizable, so yes, you could get it in here, no doubt. I also have car charger, the Mavic Pro battery to USB charger, standard Apple power brick just in case. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra propeller bits, so 3 extra pair. The ones that actually come with the Fly More combo. That's everything. I think that's everything in there. Yep, that's everything in that side. On this side, I have extra battery, small little tripod, compact tripod that I can take with me. That's everything I have on that side. And I think that's the end of it. Now, that I all fit in a 20-liter backpack without smashing it in there, and there was still air volume at the very top. I could actually get more above the camera space. This is very customizable. The actual, I don't want to pull anything off the table. You can see these little shelves that I have everything housed. Now, actually at the bottom, I actually have a shelf at the bottom just to give extra protection, because that's where I actually put the Mavic Pro, is on the bottom shelf. But I don't have to have that there. If I wanted to actually gain a regular shelf, I can actually take that out and put that up above. And now I have more storage shelves, so I can actually separate things out so that if I put something on top, I can pull something out of the middle and not have everything just recompress, right? The neat thing about having side access to any backpack is that you can get to stuff that's on the bottom shelf without touching anything on the top. So in my case, if I want to pull my drone out and fly it, I can take the drone and the controller out and keep my camera and other stuff that's already on a different shelf, right? That's how this works, and it works really well. Like I said, I actually keep that secondary shelf here because I don't really need 3 shelves at all times. I keep this one on the bottom so that I get extra protection on the bottom. So if I'm sitting it down on a sharp rock and I have my drone in the pack, it just gives me a little extra protection between the drone and the outside environment. But to be honest, the pack is built very, very well, so it is very rugged to begin with. I just do it for extra and because I don't really need a 3rd shelf for my current setup. But the neat thing about this is that you can change this at any time. If you want to have access to a full, just standard pack, you just take out all the shelves. They're just Velcroed in place, front and back. They also can change into how they actually operate. So you can see here, I can actually take and put this up and actually set my batteries on one side and separate it out from the left side. I can also do the same thing in the, maybe I'll take out one of the settings here. Take one of these guys out. So this is how they sit in there. You can set it up and have access to how it actually operates differently. You can actually do it on both sides and essentially have 3 different containment bins. Or you can actually fold up maybe one whole side like this, and what they call a pass-through. So if you actually have a filter, and maybe I'll put it back in here to showcase that. I don't really have a lens or anything, but maybe if you had a lens that was sitting upright and you wanted to sit right here, you can actually fold these shelves up, have access to something that'll actually fill the entire side of the pouch as well. So it's pretty cool how that actually operates. To do the rest of the bag setup, I'm going to actually change cameras over to my standard 6500 setup so you get better audio, and then we'll actually go through the full features. Okay, so now that I've gotten everything cleared off the table here so I have a little more room to move this guy around, I want to go into the actual bag itself, because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't show you, and a lot of stuff that actually adds the capability of this bag and adds how much stuff you can actually pull along with you with it. So you saw what I call it the bat wings, because it folds down and looks kind of like a bat or a butterfly, right? These each have soft, stretchable pockets that you can actually place things in. Oh, I also have forgot about that, the little memory card. I'm going to leave that in there. That's my extra memory card. I don't really use it unless emergencies, so I always have one with me. But that said, same thing on this side. There's little pouches up here for memory cards or whichever, but all stretchable. The actual fabric for these zipper pouches itself is stretchable, so like you saw maybe when I had my tripod in the one side, it did stretch out a little bit, and the fabric actually allows for that. So I'm going to go ahead and zipper that up. You saw the interchangeable interior dividers, which are awesome, especially if you find a way to actually house it in there. You can basically I put the drone in there, and then I set the second shelf spacing so that the drone wouldn't move around at all, no matter what I was doing. Then the second shelf for my controller and my tablet holder, whatever else I could fit in there that would make, fill the space up best. And then that gives me the top shelf to either take my camera with me or whichever, but obviously it's very customizable. So that's the inside of this bag here. There is a pouch, you can kind of see it right here. That one's accessible from the laptop pouch essentially, so that's right here. That actually has a magnetic holder that actually kind of holds its... this one doesn't have the magnet, the one in here has the magnetic one. So this one has magnets to actually keep it shut. This is where I keep like quick access items. Maybe you're taking some gum with you or whatever, but like little cables that I would use from here or there that I want quick access to, because I'm actually going to use them, not stuff I'm just going to throw in there just to... So that's what I use that little pouch in here for. And then this one is where I put like the manuals, or I had the filters in here, some that I don't regularly take out and change out. But and then you have the laptop sleeve with actually a separate divider. So I actually have, like I showed, my my drone landing pad, and then my iPad actually in the kind of the tablet pouch inside there. The nice thing about this is it's all watertight because they use waterproof zippers, and the fabric itself is actually water resistant. So if it's raining, you're still good because everything actually houses itself really, really well. I'm going to go ahead and close up the bat wings because then we're going to move to the outside of the pack itself now because there are some really cool things here too. First off, the zippers. Like I said, they are waterproof zippers, but if you can see these, a lot of zippers have this. I'm going to actually zoom in so you can actually see this a little bit better, how this actually operates, because it's kind of an anti-theft feature. So this is the zipper to open up one of the side pouches. There's one on the bottom and there's one on the top, so you can open it either direction depending on what you're doing and how easy access it is. So they give you lots of options. But you can see there's a little button here. This is kind of an anti-theft option. You don't have to use it, but if you're maybe going to an airport or you're going in a crowded area that you just don't want somebody to be able to open up your pack real quick and gank something out of it and haul ass away from you. You can see where I can actually take this apart. There's a little webbing grommet here that I can actually put that through and then put it back to itself. This keeps anybody from accidentally opening that up without actually really realizing that they have to undo this first. So is it lockable? No, not really. You can't lock it so much. You could use a zip tie around the metal to this as well, and that way they couldn't even just undo it with a hand. But it gives you a quick option just to say, hey, you know what? They'll have to actually tug on this a little bit more. They'll have to use a little more thought to it. It's not something that they can just come up, grab it, and go. And they're on all zippers, on the main pouch and on the back tablet side as well. So that's something that you can quickly and easily, more securely control who has access to your bag. Now, of course, with the zipper item, you're going to want to make sure that if you're looking to have quick access to your camera while you're going, maybe have that one zipper undone so you don't have to worry about unsecuring that every time you need to get to your camera or something. But it is nice that it is a feature that is there. The other nice thing that you might notice is that other than the straps that are actually here, it's a very plain Jane pack, right? There's not straps hanging out everywhere. Although there are a lot of straps on here. You just don't see them. They're actually hidden. They're there so that you can use them. They're there if you need to actually use them quick. So for instance, I have this, I went somewhere right now, I have something big that I want to take with me. I'm not going to put it in my pack, and I really don't want to carry it. Well, you actually reach up in this hole right here. There's straps. And these straps are designed specifically to house something on the front of the pack. However, if you're not using something on the front of the pack, you don't really want to have straps hanging out, right? These are just quick, easy webbing straps that you just tighten down and good to go. So if you have something that you need to strap on there, great, you can, but you don't need to, and that's the big thing. And if you're not using it, Peak Design in their brilliance, in my opinion, thought of a way that you just quickly and easily hide it. No, what am I doing? There we go. You just unstrap them from the clips, and you just kind of jam them back up in the hole here. But the fabric is actually so tight up in here that it doesn't really fall out, and they put magnets right here to close the opening. So it can't fall out just on its own. It's great when you're on an airplane. You don't want straps and webbing hanging out because they get hooked on things under the seat and whatnot. So that's awesome as well. They also thought of that in other areas. So the side, where I actually had my bottle before. Maybe you have something that's going to stick out further. Well, guess what? They have a strap that also comes out here. It allows you to strap it up here to the side and actually have more support. It's a strap that is attached that you can actually remove. You do not have to have this in here at all times. They are removable. They just thought of everything. And if that's not enough, even though you don't see it, there is a belt strap as well. Off to the side, it's actually housed in the side pouches. There's actually you can actually kind of see the webbing here sticking out. If you actually access it from here, it might be a little easier, but you just pull, and the strap is just sitting here. So there's one, and on the other side, you'll see it as well, because I've used it. There it is. There's two, and now you have a belt. It is a simple belt. It just hooks in on itself, and then you can tighten it from both sides. Obviously quickly adjustable to whichever waist you have. But that is a belt loop that is also hideable, or yeah, you can hide it. You don't have to have it hanging out when I'm not using it. You know, oh, when I'm not using it, I'll just put it together and tighten it down and just let it hang there. And that gets really annoying because on other packs, it gets so annoying that I remove it. And then I forget where I put it. And then I try to keep track of it because on certain things like bike rides, stuff like that, I want to have it. Or if I'm hiking, I want to have it. So this pack is designed for more than one purpose. Also, there is a sternum strap. So I'm going to throw the pack on real quick here, because it's easier to show you when it's actually on here. It's a lot lighter with nothing in it. You can see here that there is just kind of a clip system. It just clips from one side to the other. And then you can just tighten it up. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 locations up and down. So right now it looks like I have it, oh, this side I don't have it at the same height, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4 locations. So this is the highest location, and there's locations down further, so depending on your chest and stuff like that. It's quickly and easily doable, and then you can just hook it on itself, or you could just remove it and throw it in the pack if you really wanted to. I actually keep it handy because I do use a sternum strap anytime I'm actually out hiking and I want to carry my drone or whatever with me. So this pack is awesome. There's, you know, loops galore where you can just hook things on. And then the metal latch lid, which has 4 different areas, so you can tell when I had it, it was actually back like this, so I didn't have a whole lot of stuff holding on to it. But if you start filling up the lid with bulkier stuff, there is, you know, still accessible all the way to there. So we can have a lot of stuff in there. It can take a lot. It really, really can. So I want to say that, you know, it's hard to say that there's a better bag, and how simple this is, that it actually hooks on, and then there's magnets in there to make sure that it holds on. If you can find a better backpack than this, then you're finding things that I don't know exist, because for a photo backpack, I don't think there's anything better than Peak Design's Everyday Backpack. It fits so many people in so many different ways. It's so customizable, and it has so much space and capacity for what you're doing. The expansion capability is awesome, because I don't want to expand it most of the time, but you don't know what you're going to find. Oh, whenever I'm hiking through a town and they have something, I can just strap it to the outside and take it with me. So it just gives you capabilities and possibilities more than anything else. So please, if you have any questions or comments about this bag, please post them below. I am going to showcase this bag on more than one video. This is the video kind of dedicated to it, but I will actually have another video at least dedicated to a general anthology of bags for the Mavic Pro drones, or just the drone market in general, at least the small compactable drones. And I definitely want to show you this again, because I'm going to show this in conjunction with other bags, and why I really do think this is one of the best, at least backpack models on the market. So definitely thanks for Peak Design for sending this over to me. In no way is this review biased because they sent this to me. I am going to tell you what's garbage and what's not. This is definitely not garbage. I really wanted to show you guys this, so I asked them to send it to me, not them asking me to do this video, because I really wanted to show what this is capable of with cameras and drones and stuff like that. So, with that said, guys, please let me know what you think of it. If you've ever seen this bag, or if you ever tested it yourself, comment below. If you hate it, comment below. Let me know what you think of it. But I doubt there's going to be very many people out there that hate it, at least that maybe understand it. So, that said, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and if you have any other questions at all, please let me know. Otherwise, check back here for another review. Please subscribe, hit the alert status, so that way you get alerted when new videos come out. So I have a lot of stuff coming, and I hope you're here to watch it. So we'll see you soon.